So somewhere over here there is the Orion Nebula, and this is me, and this is my telescope, all in hopes to capture the Orion Nebula. Now, I've been doing astrophotography from almost for 1 year, and to be honest, I have actually started to learn a few things. But admittedly, my first attempts were pretty horrible, and the first attempt at astrophotography was in fact the well-known Orion Nebula, and it looked pretty bad. But this is where I actually started to notice what is in fact important in astrophotography. So here are my realizations that actually helped me finally take a picture of the Orion Nebula that could be considered okay. So let's actually see what these requirements are. Now, the most important out of all is that the Orion Nebula is bright. This is why in fact you don't need necessarily a tracking mount. However, the fainter part of the nebula may not be visible. So this is why, also in order to do other things, I have been searching for a telescope that could also track. And I have came across this one. This one is a model with this azimuth mount, and it can track. It has GoTo, and everything, especially all of the catalogs, are in this computer. And it is actually pretty nice, and this is the telescope that I use. A tracking mount, thus I recommend. It is pretty important if you want to see details and faint parts of the nebula. Another also very important aspect is to always shoot in RAW. At first I actually didn't even think that shooting in RAW was really a big deal, but your phone basically may apply some algorithms to make the image less noisy. However, this reduces the image quality. In stacking, you reduce this amount of noise, and that is how you can also make fainter part of the nebula stick out. So shoot in RAW if your phone supports. Otherwise, it's a bit unfortunate, but you should still be able. So don't give up. You may need an adapter. Assuming that you use a phone, you need one of those. And this over here just goes basically on your eyepiece that you're using, and thus you can take pictures relaxing regardless of the telescope, because it is for the universal type of eyepieces. And this is what you may need. It is pretty good, you can put, but others who also work it are basic. And now, depending on how bad light pollution in your area is, light pollution filter can just help. Now, in my situation, I actually discovered that for whatever reason, in that specific day, I actually had quite a lot of heavy light pollution, and this filter really helped. Now, this is an UHC filter, which is also known as an ultra high contrast filter. It basically just reduces the light pollution and makes the nebula, especially the fainter part, stick out a bit more among the light pollution. And now it's time for the battle. The worst part of all is that it was cold. I just could not stand too much outside, and I just had to check for the telescope since I could not do star alignment. Stay safe regardless, and I also wanted to stay safe. So this is why I could only gather about 98 exposures basically. So yeah, each of 10 seconds. It is now time for the battle.
So as you can see, I have the phone here on the telescope, and everything is running. Yeah, I'm curious to see, and obviously going to put the filter, so we're going to see about that. Now outside right now, and I'm waiting for the pictures to be taken, but honestly I don't know, it's really cold. But yeah, I can wait to see if the pictures will actually be worth of this process. So let's see.
All I had to do now is to go to Serial and start stacking the images, and the end result was mind-blowing. I will let you be the judge of my image. Once again, you can also do the Orion Nebula without tracking. However, once again, tracking does help a lot, and I also want to do other deep sky objects such as Andromeda Galaxy, where you just need. In my opinion, the image is actually pretty awesome, and I was pretty excited when I saw the image come out of the serial stacking system. And leave your thoughts in the comments if you thought that this was in fact pretty interesting, and if I managed to help you a bit on your astrophotography session. Other than that, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hopefully we meet in the next video. I wish you a great day. Goodbye.